Did you know that in the deepest parts of our ocean, where the sun has never reached and the pressure is enough to crush a tank, something is learning to speak? They call it Abyssal Voice Mimicry, and it is the most terrifying biological evolution ever discovered. Imagine you're a deep-sea researcher, sealed inside a titanium sphere 5 miles down. The only sound is the rhythmic hum of your oxygen scrubbers and the occasional groan of the hull against the weight of the world. But then, through the thick reinforced glass, you hear it. A soft, familiar whisper. It's your mother's voice. She's calling your name, asking why you left her alone in the cold. You know for a fact she's thousands of miles away on dry land, yet the sound is coming from the pitch-black water right outside your viewport. This isn't a hallucination or a glitch in the comms. Marine biologists have recently theorized about a predator that doesn't hunt with teeth or claws, but with memory. In the Hadal zone, where light is non-existent, sound is the only currency. We've always known about whales and dolphins using sonar, but what if something else is listening? Something that has spent eons perfecting the art of the lure. Think about the anglerfish. It uses a small bioluminescent light to trick smaller fish into its jaws. Now imagine a creature that has evolved to use your own grief and love against you. It captures the radio waves leaking from our submersibles, or perhaps it taps into something more primal, something psychic that we don't yet understand. There's a classified report from a 2014 private expedition in the Philippine Trench where a pilot refused to surface for 72 hours. When they finally forced the hatch open back on the support ship, he was curled in a fetal position, sobbing. He claimed that for 3 days his deceased brother had been knocking on the viewport, reciting the last conversation they ever had word for word. The terrifying part isn't just the voice, it's the accuracy, the inflection, the pauses for breath, the specific regional accents. It's a perfect copy. Scientists call this auditory parasitism. The theory is that these organisms possess a complex organ, a biological phonograph, capable of vibrating at frequencies that bypass the ear and resonate directly in the human skull, making the sound feel like it's coming from inside your own head. But why? Why would a creature in the abyss need to speak like us? Evolution only favors traits that aid in survival. If it's learning our voices, it's because it's learning how to hunt us. It's waiting for that one moment of weakness, that one moment where you're so desperate for a human connection in the vast, lonely dark that you reach for the airlock lever. It wants you to open the door. It wants to bring the surface down to its level. We've only explored 5% of the ocean, and we already think we're the masters of this planet. But down there in the crushing dark, there's a silence that isn't really silent. It's a choir of the lost, a collection of stolen whispers waiting for a new addition to the song. Every time a submersible goes down, it's like ringing a dinner bell, but instead of food, the creatures are looking for new memories to harvest. They are the ultimate mimics, shapers of sound who live in the trenches where the pressure turns bone to dust. They have no eyes because they don't need to see you to know your deepest fears. They just need to listen. So, if you ever find yourself staring into the dark blue water of the open sea and you hear a loved one calling your name from beneath the waves, do not look down. Do not answer. Because the abyss doesn't just stare back, it talks, and it knows exactly what you want to hear to make you jump in. If this story sent a shiver down your spine, hit that follow button for more tales from the deep. What's the scariest thing you think is hiding in the ocean? Let me know in the comments and stay safe out there.